Hello, everyone. Welcome and welcome back. My name is Donna, and I am the Creole Crafty. Today, we are doing gift bags DIYs. Dollar Tree has so many beautiful summer gift bags in store now. I found these two B gift bags, and I will be creating two projects with them. I also have apple barrel paint in white, two of Dollar Tree canvases, 10 by 10. I have gingham ribbon in yellow, white, and black, and I also have some buffalo check ribbon. Now, let's get started with DIY number one. And I have one of the gift bags. One side has gold and silver in it, and the other side does not. So we will be working with the one side that doesn't have the gold or the silver in it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our gift bag, and you can use any kind of gift bag you like. They have so many gorgeous gift bags right now. So many you can choose from. But we're going to cut out the side that we're going to be working with. And I'm showing here the side, even the sides of the bag have beautiful, gorgeous print on. So we're going to put that aside and save it for something maybe later. Now what we're going to do is we are going to fussy cut the graphic and the wording part of the gift bag. We're going to cut that out because we are going to place it on the canvas. Yes, we're gonna place it on the canvas. And right here, I'm just going around and I'm just gonna fussy cut around the entire piece until I have it all cut out. Now we're gonna take that canvas, and as I said, the canvas are 10 by 10s. Gonna take the plastic and the tag off of it. And right here, I'm just trying to get my placement where I am going to place it. But before I do that, I have a sawtooth hanger, and I'm going to place that on the back of the canvas so it can be a hanging sign. And y'all, at one point, I was contemplating on whether to do a black background, paint the canvas black, but then I decided to just leave it as is, white. But I thought the black would look, just as pretty. So now I'm going to take some Aleene's tacky glue and apply that to the back of the graphic. I'm placing it in the center of the canvas, and I'm going to use my fingertips to smooth it all out. Now that it is completely dried, I set it aside for about 10 minutes and let it dry. The next thing that I'm going to do is I decided to distress it. So I'm taking some of the Waverly Antique Wax, and I'm going to focus mainly on the sides first, but I will be distressing the entire piece. And if you're not into distressing, you can leave it just as is, and it will still be absolutely gorgeous. So I was looking at the lettering, and the lettering, although I distressed it, the lettering still looked like it was new, and I wanted it to have that old rustic type look. So I took some sandpaper, 80 grit sandpaper, and I distressed the letters to dull them up a little bit. What I did was with my ribbon, I cut it down because I am going to make a messy bow, or I am starting out making a messy bow, and I'm just cutting the ribbon down to size, maybe about 3-4 inches each, and I'm just going to, right here I'm just looking for the piece of twine that I thought I had cut already, and it got lost in the mix somewhere. But I'm just going to start by making an X and crisscrossing the ribbon on top, layering it each color at a time, one at a time. And I'm layering it on top of the jute twine so that I can take the jute twine and pull it in the middle, and you'll see that in a minute. And the jute twine is going to pull all of that ribbon together in the middle. And I'm just tying a simple knot in the jute twine to hold it tightly. And then just separate your ribbon, and you have a cute little messy bow. And that's all that needs to be done to that. But of course, I took it a little further and I added a button, a couple of buttons, and I gave the bow a tail. And this DIY is finished. I think it came out absolutely beautiful. You'll see more in the final reveal. DIY number 2. And here is the other bag. I already cut it down to the side that I'm going to use. And like I said, one side has like gold or silver and the other side doesn't. And I am going to follow the same steps with the canvas that I did in project number 1. Cut the plastic and the tag off. I'm going to place it on it to get my sizing, place it on the canvas, and then I'll trim it down to the exact size that I need. I'm just using my scissors to get an imprint of where I want the the gift bag to be cut. Now that I have it to the size that I like, I am going to use some more Aleene's Tacky Glue and apply it to the back of the bag to adhere it to the canvas. I'm just going to place it on the canvas and use my fingertips to smooth it out. Originally, I was going to just leave it like this because I was intending to do a shelf sitter. I had cut something out on my Cricut, some wording, and I totally changed my mind altogether. I went in a totally different direction. And you'll see that in a minute. What I decided to do was I decided to, and I'm going to glue down the edges because I didn't put enough of the tacky glue all the way to the edge. So if you make sure that you get the glue all the way to the edge of your bag. So what I decided to do was take some Nautica rope from Dollar Tree, and I will frame out the bag with that. I said Nautica rope, but the tag actually says jute rope, if I'm not mistaken. And right here, I'm just taking a little plastic that they wrap it in to hold it. And now I'm going to use some hot glue to apply the jute rope to frame up the bag all the way around the canvas. Why can't I remember canvas? And I'm making sure that I apply the glue at the edge of the canvas and apply the jute twine on top of the glue right at the edge. Now that I have my jute cord, my canvas framed up with the jute cord, I remembered that I had these beads in my stash, and that's what inspired me to change my project altogether, because I remembered I had these galvanized beads. So what I'm doing is just taking the tag off, and there's a hanger on the back. I'm using my wire cutters to cut that hanger off, and I am going to give him a distressed rustic look. So I'm using my sanding block to sand it down, to dull it up a little bit. I rather to dull it up a lot. And if you decide to do this from the original project that I had, Dollar Tree sells those peel and stick letters. You can create a phrase and put that in the center of your frame, and or you can put floral or whatever you like in the inside, in the center of that frame. Now I'm going to take the antique wax, and everywhere that I think or thought that this bead could have rusted out in the weather, I'm going to place some of the wax to give it that rusty out in the weather beat down look. And now that I have it to my liking, I'm going to use some super glue gel glue and place it on the wings of the bead, the two top wings, and I'm gonna kind of slide it up underneath that jute rope so that the wings can attach to the jute rope because I think it'll hold better using that super glue. I think it'll hold better if they are attached to the jute twine. And I was right. And I'm just going to hold it for a few minutes until it completely dries. And it is very secured up under that jute rope. I also distressed the entire piece, added a hanger, and I added that cute little sunflower just to give it a little more character. And you'll see more in the final reveal. And here is your final reveal. I think they came out absolutely gorgeous. Leave me a comment below and let me know what you think. I hope you like these as much as I do. And I really, really do like these. I'm going to take this time to thank all my subscribers. Thank you guys so much. You are so deeply appreciated. And thanks to all my new subscribers. Hello there, guys. Welcome to the family. If there's anything in this video that you like, give me a big thumbs up. Also consider subscribing so you too can become a part of my YouTube family. And if you're just stopping by today, you too are deeply appreciated. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Bye bye.